Greeks in action, and I have with me Sophocles, Euripides, Aristophanes, and Aeschylus. These are all playwrights in Greece. Well, let's get started with the interview. First question, where and when were you born?
My parents don't know where I was born, but I was born around 470 BC.
I was born in Philia, Greece in 480 BC.
I was born in Athens in 448 BC.
I was born in Eleusis in about 525 BC.
How do you come up with your plays ideas?
I come up with most of the ideas for my plays from what goes on in the world.
I'm a very sad man, so I got it from my life, from the town, and some of them were accidents.
I got my plays ideas from the government and things that went on socially that I despise.
It's a hard process to explain, so I guess I'll leave you with, they just came to me.
What is your type of style in plays?
Well, they call me a dramatist, so most of my plays are about drama.
I got most of mine were tragedy, some mythical, and a little bit of comedy.
I would have to say that it is comedy since I am the father of comedy.
I'm called the father of tragedy a lot.
Where do you show your plays?
Well, I show my plays all over Greece, but some of my best plays were shown on the streets.
I entered contests in Greece, so all over Greece.
I did the same. I entered contests all over Greece.
Yes, I was also in contests all over Greece.
What inspires most of your plays?
Well, a lot of things inspire my plays, but the biggest one is my children.
Most of the town and my life.
The thing that inspires my plays is the government and things going on socially that I despise.
Homer, actually, the famous Greek poet, I actually wrote a play based on the 18th, 19th, and 22nd book of Iliad.
Do you compare your plays with anybody else? Why?
No, I don't compare my plays to anybody else because I like to think of my plays as original.
I do not, just no reason.
I never do because I was the only one that actually did comedy at this time.
Yeah, I have to agree with what you said, except with tragedy, since I was the first person to do tragedy, so not really.
Sophocles, does your family appreciate what you do?
Yes, and my parents appreciate what I do, but they don't agree with me being a playwright.
Euripides, why did you use slave and strong women?
Basically to bring more drama and tragedy to the plays.
Aristophanes, how do you feel about being the father of comedies?
Well, I feel great that all my hard work is appreciated, and yeah.
How many plays have you written in all?
I wrote somewhere from 70 to 90 plays. Can't be exact.
What inspired you to write plays?
Well, like I said earlier, my children.
Me and the town.
The government and things going on socially.
Many things, one being Homer.
When did you present your first play?
I can't remember when I presented my first play, but I believe it was in Sparta.
I started when I was 18, but it was a long time ago, so I would not remember.
I started when I was a young lad. Being a playwright is the first thing I ever did, and I started in 427 BC.
I can't exactly tell you where I showed my first play, but I can tell you I was 26 years old when I showed my first tragedy.
And finally, what did you do before you were a playwright?
Well, before I was a playwright, I was an artist.
I did nothing, but I was attracted to philosophy and stuff like that.
I was, as I said a minute ago, I was a young lad, and this was the only thing I could do.
My first job was working in a vineyard, but I also became a soldier. While I was still a playwright, I was also a soldier.
Before we end here today on Greeks in Action, the Greeks are trying to work together to make a play. Let's go behind the scene and take a look.
Go.
I was a tragedy playwright, and so I would also act in my plays, and since not a lot of women were allowed to be in plays, men would play their parts. So, here is me being a lady. I'm going to faint. Someone catch me.
I am the comedy and almost all my sentences are funny.
I'm now going to pick her up since I am as strong as the characters in my plays.
Let's just start over and I write the play, since I am the most popular playwright in Greece.
No, Sophocles.
I am. Well, that's it for today on Greeks in Action. I'm your host, Ellie Miller.